Is there a God? How certain are you that God truly exists? A friend of mine once said, "Most of the reason I believe in God is because that's how my parents raised me. If I had been raised differently, there's a good chance I'd believe something else today." And honestly, he might be right. Belief can be easy, certainty's harder. Some people are absolutely sure, some people completely doubt it, and some are stuck somewhere in between, questioning, wondering, hoping. Honestly, most of us fall into that last group. At some point in life, everyone is tempted to ask this question, sometimes quietly, sometimes in pain, sometimes in confusion, usually after something happens, loss, failure, disappointment, fear, moments that make you stop and think, is there really someone out there watching all this? And if there is, why does life feel this hard? This isn't just a religious question, it's a human one. Believing in God isn't just about faith, it's about meaning. It's about wanting life to make sense, because if there is no God, then everything is random. Pain is random, love is random, suffering is random, existence itself is random. And that's a scary thought. But if there is a God, then maybe none of this is meaningless. Sometimes I look at the world and I wonder, how did all this just happen? The universe, the stars, time, life, consciousness. The fact that we're here, thinking, breathing, questioning existence, it feels too complex to be an accident or random. Randomness usually creates chaos, but the universe follows laws, structure, order, patterns. Life itself is unbelievably precise. One tiny error, and we wouldn't exist. Creation always points to a creator. I mean, the more we learn about something like DNA in our cells, which is essentially a digital code more complex than anything Google has ever written, the harder it is to believe it created itself. Code doesn't write itself. Design doesn't happen without a designer. There's something else too, the voice inside us, conscience, that feeling that tells us what's right and wrong, even when no one is watching. Why do humans care about justice? Why do we feel guilt? Why do we feel empathy? Why does cruelty disturb us? If survival were all that mattered, why would we care about kindness? Sometimes I wonder if moral awareness is a fingerprint of someone higher, a reminder that we are more than biology. But truth be told, there are moments that make belief hard. Pain, war, suffering, injustice, moments that make you wonder, if God exists, well, why does he allow this? I don't have a perfect answer. Maybe no one does, but maybe faith isn't about having all the answers. Maybe it's about trusting. Sometimes I think, if life had no pain, no struggle, no hardship, would growth even exist? Would courage exist? Would compassion exist? Would love mean anything? Maybe difficulty is the environment where character's built. Maybe freedom, real freedom, requires the possibility of pain. So, is there a God? I can't show him under a microscope, but the more I look at the world, the more I see the fingerprints of a creator everywhere, and that's enough certainty for me. What about you?